Hello everybody, Pinstripe here. What is going on? Welcome back to the Hogs of War campaign here on the PC version. It is mission 23, one of the missions that we have played quite a lot over the last few months because it is one of those missions where you actually come up against a full team of heroes, and well, we've covered that quite a lot as well. Fun fact about the jetpack, by the way, is that it actually goes further on the PC version than on the PlayStation version, or it could be to do with the fact that the maps are actually smaller on the PC version than they are on the PlayStation 1. I don't know, maybe that needs some testing, but we're going to start off by getting the medal and the health crate and then throwing a cluster bomb to try and get this dude out of his hide and just inflicting some quick fire damage to begin with. Now thankfully, because this isn't hard mode, we don't have to worry so much about the heroes using their airstrikes, so we can grab that crazy ass 100 health crate in the corner and basically suck up a load of damage, and that just allows the rest of my team to push up. Again, I'm going with the strategy of grabbing the guide missile and then also putting my pig in one of the pillboxes so that their attention is taken away from the rest of my team while I'm still sort of moving around the map and doing my own thing. So obviously, like I said, we've played this mission a lot in previous videos where it's been like this class versus this class, so I feel like we've talked it to death in a way, but overall it is a tricky map if you don't have commandos or heroes, because then you have to try and get yourself over to the other side of the map by leapfrogging across the platforms that are in the water and trying to make something from that. If you don't have a jetpack, you're also in a bit of an awkward position because, you know, not being able to get close to the enemy and inflict damage with whatever weapons you have it just makes things 10 times harder. One of the main benefits of this mission is that with every hero on the enemy team that you kill, you gain a medal. So you can get a maximum of 4 additional medals alongside the survival bonus and just the mission being complete, so you can get a total of 6 in one mission, and depending on how many promotion points you've had up until this point, you should be looking at upgrading your final commandos to the rank of hero, which will do you some good when it comes to mission 24 and mission 25. Mission 24 is where you can get the most medals in any single player campaign mission, but this one does give you a hefty chunk, but you need to know where they land as well, and kind of position one of your pigs in that area so that they can either drop down and land directly on your pig so the medal is collected, or you can just sort of plan ahead and ensure that you move your pig over there at some point during the mission. But we're taking some damage from the heroes there on my pillbox, which is okay, because that's essentially just giving me armor. And like I said, it just distracts them from the movement of my other pigs. But this mission does gift you some health crates that drop down partway through if you get, say, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes into the mission and you still haven't taken out all the heroes. Then 3 health crates will drop down that gift you only 10 health, which is a strange one, because, I mean, you're expected to take damage in this mission because the heroes are one of the highest ranks in the entire game, but it's just a strange decision to have those health crates drop down and they only gift you 10 health per crate, so it's a bit odd. But that could also be more of an incentive for the heroes themselves on the enemy team, because they are positioned closer to it, and like I said, if you don't have jetpacks, then you're going to be in a bit of a pickle. So maybe it's more of an advantage for the heroes if you're at a disadvantage in terms of your team roster, but yeah, it can be a tough mission if you don't know the ins and outs of what to expect. I have said it before and I'll say it again, I tend to stay away from airstrikes on this mission, primarily because, you know, the heroes will end up using theirs and you will take a hefty chunk of damage if your pigs are quite spread out like mine are. You know, I've got my overall mission objective in my head, I've got my pigs placed where I want them to be, so the last thing I want to do is... Wait, why did I move him? I honestly don't know. That was a bad move. I don't know why I moved him over here to try and deal some quick damage onto this guy, and even then I didn't even get the whole 30 damage with the cluster bomb, but I moved him away from the medals for some reason. My brain was like, duh, let's go over here, but I do end up moving one of my other pigs back into that position, like I said, to get the medals that drop down in that area. So yeah, avoid airstrikes as much as you can, as I'm sure you've seen from my curb your airstrike video as well. It never goes the way you want to, even if they line up perfectly, even if you know that at least 2 of them are going to die. Just don't risk it unless you really really have to and you're out of all known options, just stay away from it as much as you possibly can. But overall, the question remains as to whether the heroes could be used more in other missions. And I'm talking about all the missions up until, say, I don't know, mission 15, like the midpoint. I know that on hard mode, the hero is used when, you know, a commando is used because they get upgraded to a hero. So like chemical compound, over the top. They're in there in places, but could they be in there more is my question. So let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I have discussed it before, I have mentioned it before as well, just asking the question of whether or not higher ranked pigs could be used more throughout the campaign. And I also know that within the community it is possible for us to test that on the PC version. If we get the hex editor and we start tinkering with the map rotation of rosters, then we can upgrade and downgrade pigs, because there are mods out there that people have released. Dr. Sticky is one of them, always showcases them on his channel, where he changes up the enemy's roster and your own team's roster as well. So you end up with missions that have like 11 pigs on them or something crazy. But do check out his channel as well. The link to it will be in the description. But yeah, I think that would be cool to play around with. Like, not changing it up too much, just increasing the roster of the enemy team. So if you were to play Assassination, you could change the hero that's in the shelter to a legend, and then change the gunners in the artilleries to, I don't know, commandos or pyrotechnics, and then the commandos that drop down partway through the level, they could be heroes. You know, just changing things up a little bit, but not too drastically. But you can do that on the PC. At the moment, we're still trying to figure things out in the hex editor for the PlayStation version, but I know that that will come along later on when we figure it out. And plus, we do have Open Hogs of War coming up soon, so we'll be able to create our own maps and just go crazy when it comes to modding. Back to the gameplay then, and as you can see, the health crates have dropped down that the hero is going to move to, pick it up to cure his illness of the poisonness, and yeah, it only gives him 10 health, so it's not going to do him too much good, and he does only have one jetpack, so he can't actually grab the other ones. What a shame! But I've killed 2 of the heroes, and there is only 2 left. He damaged his own teammate there, whilst almost killing mine. So then I make it my objective to try and heal my teammate, because, you know, I want to finish this mission and get that survival bonus. And of course there is that lovely route of getting back onto the bridge. If you jump into that section on the minefield, you can jump back onto the bridge and gain access back over to this area. So that allows you to use your jetpack early on, get into that area if the enemy decide to use their airstrikes, because the bridge can block all of the airstrikes, because it is very hefty and powerful and does you some good, and it's just wonderful protection. And then, like I said, you can hop back over from the minefield onto the bridge and regain access to this area. And as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and grab these health crates just to heal myself up, and then take out the other hero. And then there is only one dude left, but he is stood right next to my pig that has like 170 health, so he's not going to be too much of a problem. And as you can pretty much tell by this point, this mission is all well and good. I have it all under wraps, and I do, of course, get myself the lovely medals. So he's going to shoot me in the face, I'm going to shoot him back, and then I'm going to win the game. So if you have any questions or thoughts or opinions on this mission, then let me know. If you have any other strategies for the mission known as Hero Warship, let me know in the comments. Let's get discussion going as we always do. And yeah, do I actually get the last medal? I find that sometimes if you don't physically collect the last medal, but if you're stood near it, the game will give it to you anyway. Yes I did. So I got all the medals, even if I didn't collect it. Even if you don't collect it, you still get it. But yeah, the video's over. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you guys later for the next one.